Alrighty, guys. So now today we're going to learn how to create our executive summary on the spot, and we're going to see how far we can go with this. Now, when it comes to writing your executive summary, you just want to have a good time with it. It's all about brainstorming and creating, very interesting words that will essentially evoke the interest of your prospective investors so they can be able to want to read more. So we're just going to think of on the spot. So let's just say that our coffee shop, we're going to call it Beans and Cream Cafe, right? So the first thing we want to write here in our executive summary, well, first off, let me just put executive summary. Let's just keep everything a little organized here. Alrighty, so this is our executive summary. Great. Alrighty, so let's say, okay, so what do we put for our executive summary? Let's say consumers interest in the coffee house industry is spreading like wildfire. Alrighty, so we have consumers' interest in the coffee house industry is spreading like wildfire. And it's kind of a little catchy, but you get the point. So now we say, what else do we say? Well, we want to talk about where our coffee shop is positioned. So we want to let them know where we're going to establish our coffee shop. So let's just say Beans and Cream Cafe is positioned to bring this to the Florida of Miami. Boom. So we have Beans and Cream Cafe is positioned to bring this to the Florida of my. Oops, hold on. Let me just put to Florida of Miami. Actually, let me put this Miami, Florida. Beans and Cream Cafe is positioned to bring this to Miami, Florida. Boom, simple. Now we need to think about, we need to describe, the atmosphere of our cafe and what's going to be in there and how we're going to serve our customers and what are the menus and selection, right? So let's create another paragraph here. So let's just say, for example, Beans and Creams Cafe will provide a cordial, cool, and comfy atmosphere where home-cooked meals, service, and entertainment can be received at a reasonable price by the customer. Let me see here. Home cooked meals, service, and entertainment can be received at a reasonable price by the customer. Good. So let's say the coffee house will offer customers a range of choices, right? Good. A range of choices. So we're not just only selling coffee, okay? The point of a coffee shop, coffee is the initial reason, but you want to also have other things that ties to the coffee shop so that you can increase your revenue, okay? So let's say, other than just selling coffee, let's say there will be coffee and tea of all kinds offered. Visit thecafeacademy.com to get your free copy of the Cafe Starter Business Guidebook. This book will set the foundation and give you tips and strategies to get your coffee shop started, such as learning the secrets of a successful coffee shop and 4 key winning strategies to implement before starting your coffee shop. Links will be provided in the description below. Now, if you're looking to start achieving your dreams by growing your coffee shop, get the Coffee Shop Master Course by visiting thecafeacademy.com. The Coffee Shop Master Course contains over 3 hours of valuable information that will change your life. This course is designed to show you how to start and grow your coffee shop with little or no money. You will learn how to write your own business plan, how to draft your own floor plan, how to finance your business, how to find coffee shop suppliers, how to attract investors to invest in your business, and much more. We highly recommend this course to entrepreneurs looking to grow their coffee shop and looking for practical step-by-step lectures that will take them from point A to point B. Okay, so let's say, let me brainstorm. What else should we include in our coffee shop? Let's say there will also be juice, soda, and non-alcohol beverages available. Alrighty, so we have the coffee house will offer customers a range of choices. There will be coffee and tea of all kinds offered. There will also be juice, soda, and non-alcoholic beverages available. Now, for food, we'll also say breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be served. I spelled breakfast wrong. Let me see. Oh, breakfast. Okay, got it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be served at Beans and Cream. Don't that just roll off the tongue? Beans and Cream. Oh, sounds like it tastes good too. Cafe. All right, good. Alrighty, so now, so far we have 2 paragraphs. Looks pretty good. And when you're making your paragraph, you always want to make sure that it's organized. So the first paragraph is: consumers' interest in the coffee house industry is spreading like wildfire. Beans and Cream's Cafe is positioned to bring this to Miami, Florida. So then we make a space, and then we create another paragraph, which is essentially all the things that's going to be going on in the coffee house. Now your next paragraph is going to be a different topic. So let's say we're going to talk about let's talk about the building's interior design and the whole atmosphere inside of it and what's going to be inside. So let's say the building interior design will concentrate on projecting, and you always want to use big words, okay? You always want to increase your vocabulary so that you sound very sophisticating, and at the same time making sure that the words that you are using is showcasing and explaining your whole objective, you know? So you always want to increase your vocabulary. The building's interior design will concentrate on projecting a friendly vibe. I like that word, vibe. It's a very nice word. Alrighty, so let's say the cafe, the Beans and Cream Cafe will be split into various areas. Okay, so let's say, for example, we're gonna say some will have tables. So this is where we want to get a little bit more descriptive, so that the reader can kind of visualize how it's going to look like inside. So you want to send your investors or whoever that's reading your business plan into like a vision. You know, they have to be able to visualize all that's going on inside of this cafe, so they can be an active participant in seeing something coming from nothing to grow into something. So you want to make it as descriptive as possible, but not too descriptive, you know, just enough to where they can visualize everything, you know. So we're going to say, for example, some will have tables and chairs. Others will have large, let's say large stuffed vintage couches. Yeah, couches and chairs. Let's say end tables, coffee tables, bookshelves filled with books and magazine. Okay, let's say lamps and stylish rugs, maybe. Yeah, stylish rugs. Stylish rugs. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now let's say what else is going to be inside of our cafe? Let's say okay, here's something. In order for the music and entertainment to be heard throughout, a PA system, which is basically like the speakers and stuff like that, the PA system will be installed. Okay. It will be provided with a large selection of table games. Now that could be your competitive advantage right here. You know, essentially your coffee shop has coffee, all kinds of teas and drinks and food, and your coffee shop can have table games. So that means that could be your competitive advantage right there. So when it comes to creating your business plan, right, you also want to be thinking about, how can I stand out from the rest of the competitors, right? So maybe you might just be the only coffee shop that also have, you know, pool tables and, you know, Connect Four or Monopoly or anything that provides that kind of gaming, you know, culture, and you can, you know, have that to the side somewhere. Or you could look towards, you know, actually that would be kind of a good idea too. So this is part of the brainstorming process as you're writing down your business plan, right? So alrighty, so now I think we're good on how the inside will look like. We can always, and also as you're writing your plan, you can always go back to, you know, edit. You can always delete something or put something else that you have in mind into your business plan. So for now, it's good to have something here that we can at least edit as we're going further. Alrighty, so now I think this is good. So next paragraph, what more can we say about? So let's just say, so I'm just thinking on the spot here. So let's just say nightly entertainment will be held featuring acoustic jazz, blues, and folk music. There will be poetry readings and an open mic on selected nights. All right, so we're starting to look pretty good here. So as you can see, this is just some of the ideas. Now, you may not even implement some of the ideas that you have here. Most of these could just be a thought that you might want to do as your business is expanding or as it's growing. So you might think about creating a nightly entertainment, and then as you're starting to go, you might realize, nah, we could probably take that away and do something else, you know? So, but this is just at least to show some creative ideas that you're gonna implement while you're growing your coffee shop, so that you can also increase its likelihood of success. So this is all part of the brainstorming process. You always have to think of what's going to be applicable in this location, or what would be, you know, what's going to do well over there, you know. So it's all about brainstorming. So let's continue here. There will be poetry reading and an open microphone on selected nights. The walls will be used as an art museum, and a performer in residence will be there from time to time. Alrighty, so now the reader can kind of visualize, okay, it's It's gonna be like a little open microphone. People will be there enjoying themselves, creating like this kind of cultural environment. Alrighty, so that's good. I think, is there anything else we can put here? We could probably make another paragraph. Alrighty, so now we want to kind of describe the location a bit. So we want to, you know, how much square foot is going to be used in your location. So let's just say, for example, the site contains a building of, let's say, 3,200. Maybe I think that's a good number. 3,200 square feet that was used as a bar and restaurant for sports. Probably we could say sports already. Now, what else can we say? We could say something about parking. There is substantial parking in the building, and let's just say only minimal remodeling is required for the kitchen and bathrooms. Alrighty, now this is good. Oh, I spelled remodeling wrong. Only minimal remodeling is required for the kitchen and bathroom. Cool. Well, as you can see here, it's starting to look pretty good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs, and I think we could probably add one more just to give it some, make it more fuller. Yeah. Okay, good. We're just gonna add one more. So let's just say, this is where we could probably talk about how we're going to advertise, right? That's really important. So you always want to include how you're going to market. What's your marketing strategy? How are you going to dominate your field, and how are you going to go about attracting customers? What measures are you going to use? So let's just say, this is what they're mostly interested in this too. So let's say there will be a series of avenues for advertising and promotion. First, in the community. Now, also, I just want to say one thing. If you guys, as you guys are writing your business plan, there's a thing called Grammarly.com. You want to use Grammarly. They help you with, as far as like if you have any spell checks error, it'll fix it up for you. And I find it to be very useful because you always want to make sure that you have no, you always make sure that there's no spelling mistakes and no, you're not using commas all over the place and putting periods all over. So it helps you to make your business plan look very professional. So the goal of your, really and truly, the goal of your business plan is for it to look very professional, but at the same time, it should have a hint of human into it. So you want to make sure it feels like somebody actually wrote it and it doesn't seem like it was copied and pasted, right? So you can use certain words to kind of give it that human feel to it. That'll actually make your business plan stand out. So that's just something I want to include. All right, so now first in the community, flyers will be just distributed. Advertisement will be placed in the target areas of local grocery stores. Okay, so we're talking about, there's a series of avenues that we're going to go about advertising and promoting our Beans and Creams Cafe. So we're going to say that first we're going to go in the community, pass out flyers out. That's going to be our initial stages of advertising, so that we can get, basically this is the legwork where you're going to go out and advertise. Now, you personally don't have to go out and advertise yourself. You can always hire somebody to do that for you. You can hire somebody and say, hey, look, I have 5,000 postcards or flyers, and I would like for you to go all over around this area, pass it out to everybody that you see walking, and pass it to everybody, depending on the location that you're at. And that can initially start bringing some awareness to your cafe that's being, being started. So that's some ways you can go about it. Okay, so first in the community. Okay, advertisement will be placed in target areas of local grocery stores. All right, so now let's say, actually, let me take away that period. I want to add something to that. And newsletter for the local neighborhood. The menu, so we're going to talk about the menu. The menus will be distributed to businesses in the area. So this is essentially where you're going to be doing your marketing. This is actually when networking can be an effective, as you're talking with other businesses within the area. You can, say, hey, look, I'm starting my beans and cream cafe right over here, and just wondering if, I'll give you some postcards, stuff like that, and, networking like that. And then you can return the favor and all that stuff. So the menus will be distributed to businesses in the area. And what else? And ordering will be available by phone. Okay, now with a calendar of events being mailed on a monthly basis, a customer mailing list will be developed. Bam, there it is. Now, is this a complete executive summary? You can always add more or take more, but this would be at least the basic frameworks. This is as basic as we can, make it here. So as we look from the top here, got ourselves an executive summary. Looking pretty good, you guys, looking pretty good. So as you can see here, basically it says, consumers' interest in the coffee house industry is spreading like wildfire. Beans and Cream Cafe is positioned to bring this to Miami, Florida. Beans and Cream's Cafe will provide a cordial, cool, and comfy atmosphere where home-cooked meals, service, and entertainment can be received at a reasonable price by the customers. The coffee house will offer customers a range of choices. There will be coffee and tea of all kinds offered. There will also be juice, soda, and non-alcoholic beverages available. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be served at Beans and Cream's Cafe. The building's interior design will concentrate on projecting a friendly vibe. The Beans and Cream Cafe will be split into various areas. Some will have tables and chairs, others will have large stuffed vintage, couches and chairs and tables, coffee tables, bookshelves filled with books and magazines, lamps, and stylish rugs. In order for the music and entertainment to be heard throughout, a PA system will be installed. It will be provided with a large selection of table games. Nightly entertainment will be held featuring acoustic jazz, blues, and folk music. There will be poetry reading and an open microphone on selected nights. The walls will be used as an art museum, and a performer in residence will be there from time to time. The site contains a building of 3,200 square feet that was used as a bar and restaurant for sports. There will be substantial parking in the building. Only minimal remodeling is required for the kitchen and bathrooms. There will be a series of avenues for advertising and promotion. First, in the community, flyers will be distributed. Advertisement will be placed in the target areas of local grocery stores and newsletters for the local neighborhood. The menus will be distributed to businesses in the area, and ordering will be available by phone with a calendar. With a calendar of events being mailed on a monthly basis, a customer mailing list will be developed. So as you can see here, guys, we made ourselves a little executive summary. So as you're creating your own from scratch, have fun with it. Make sure you get all the information you want to get together, and as you're putting all your information together, use Grammarly.com to revise your spelling mistakes, and also get somebody else to kind of check it out. And you can ask a friend and say, hey, what do you think of this business plan? Do you think does it pique your interest? And kind of look at their facial expression and see if it's something that looks very good, or something that you might want to edit out. So the whole purpose is have a good time with it, have fun with it, use your creativity, and as you get better at writing your executive summary, you'll be able to soon get the loan that you need in order to start and grow your business successfully.